In this segment, we're learning how to play sad and depressing rock ballad chords. We're going to play around with tension. You're bound to learn a lot in this next step. Let's get it underway. So we're in the key of A minor, now in front of the regular A minor. I want to drop something tense that's going to resolve into A minor, so I put out my A minor ninth here, really stretching the pinky. To achieve this drop, the thumb behind the back. So I'm going to go A minor ninth, resolve down to A minor. And that'll give me... We're going to drop in a pick pattern. You can create your own, or you can follow mine. I've got 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So as per usual, as we've been building, we've got 2 beats per chord. In the family, I can put in a G. I'm starting out here with a standard stock G, just placing my middle finger at the thickest string. Then I'm going to add in a little G added ninth. An A note there causing just a little friction, but kind of cool and harmonious. Being a ninth, it's also in the family of the A minor ninth, so it sounds nice and cohesive. So we're on a G. Wiping out the 5th string with the inside of my middle. Apply your index. Let's backtrack to where we started. Let's reference back. You need some repetition in your songs. So we had so far A minor ninth, A minor, a G, G added 9, circle them back. Now take advantage of your open string. And we're going to go up to A7 with the sus4 in it. Really cool. It'll resolve to D or D minor. To keep it in key, we go to D minor. Have a listen. Now we're utilizing the open strings also as an opportunity to make our chord grip down here on the A7 sus4. And once again, same principle. Open string to help lead us and guide us into D minor. That was... So far, what we have as we build in slow-mo. I'm going to add some tension off of an F. I've got a flat 5 in there that you hear, and the flat 5 is a B note that gives you the type of sound, putting it in the higher octave range. And then some harmony in between. You get a neat tone. F7 flat, F major 7 flat 5. Going to an added F with a flat 5. Added means that I've got the 5th in there, which is a C note. And the C is troubled against its neighbor B. Really cool, really far out. So I've got... What you can do there is just add in your regular bar chord shape of an F. When you've got the 5th in here, the C note, only I'm going to play the open 2nd string in there. So you've got all together through to the F shapes, circle them back, which is how you want to learn this, tacking on one new measure at a time. To an E, kind of an ambiguous E. We're using an E minor ninth, going to E sus4 to E minor. Kind of sad, kind of dreamy, floating. The sus4, E with a sus4 wants to resolve to E major, E minor, and E minor is in key, E major is not. So, and then there's your E minor shape. Circling back to the F that we had, the F with the flat 5. Put on your E minor ninth. Nice open open string move here. And what I'm doing with all these is you see my wrist drop there. That way I'm not bumping my open strings. Actually, the biggest consideration in your playing, I'm just making some chord moves, one beat each on these. I'm going back to my startup chords, reinforce the sound, the tone, and the mood to the listener. And kind of a rock ballad turnaround. What's happening there? F, G, A. So moving up the scale tones. Kind of seeking a resolution to the end, going F, G, A, up the notes in the row, in the bass. And providing a sort of tense conclusion. It concludes, it resolves at A minor, but you retain that melancholy mood. Now let's do an up-to-tempo playthrough, and then lastly how you can implement this into your playing and get the results you want. So we're going to grab the chords that are in the progression, A minor, F, E minor, D minor, and within each one of those we want to find some substitute chords, and a nice little strategy is taking, for instance, A minor ninth, walking into the less tense A minor. You can take F with a flat 5, move it to F. You can take your 10 C minor ninth, move it into E minor. Gives it a little bit of a resolution where the ear hears those harsher tones a little more accepted because it walks somewhere into something that makes sense. So A minor ninth to A minor, E minor ninth to E minor, and so on and so forth. It's really fun to use the open strings, and it's less physically requiring, of course, without the need for those bar chords. So definitely get that into your playing. Practice it until it's second nature and unconscious, and you'll wind up with lots of cool, far out rock ballads to separate you from the masses on guitar.